This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Good news coming in for the country's #1 industry. A tourism marketing report released this week reveals that the Bahamas has seen a double-digit increase in air arrivals and hotel performance in the first month of the year. Tonight, LaDawn Davis talks to the Tourism Minister, the Honorable Obie Wilchcomb, about what this means for the Bahamas and how he plans to stimulate stopover visitor arrival and stopover spending.
An excellent marketing strategy can be credited as the driving force behind the country's record-breaking 74,000 stopover visitors during the month of January, a 13% hike over arrivals last year. Hotel performance showed significant improvements with a 7% increase in occupancy levels. The average hotel rate in January increased by 11%. Minister of Tourism Obie Wilchcomb explained how we achieved the significant increase in stopover visitor arrivals.
We have individuals like Stephen Hunter, who's helping the Grand Bahama recovery, so much so in Grand Bahama that they've had to open additional 100 rooms over the Grand Lucayan from the place that's been closed for a while, the Lighthouse, and they've had to open 100 rooms because of the large numbers and the record-breaking numbers in Grand Bahama already for this year that appears to be continuing. So it means that the Bahamas, based on all the surveys that we've seen, is now a preferred warm weather destination in the Caribbean. What we have to do as Bahamians is to understand that we have to deliver the service.
The tourism minister believes good quality service offered by Bahamians is key in pushing visitors and choosing the Bahamas as a vacation getaway.
Let's show people how unique it is to be in the Bahamas, because you lose your competitive edge when your quality of service is not there. So far, so good. In fact, I've received some wonderful notes about some taxi drivers. I feel very proud of that. But at the same time, there are matters that come up from time to time that we can resolve in different ways as opposed to involving the tourists in what we're trying to settle. But I believe we're on the right track. We have a good team that's working. The co-branding is working. The mega events are working. The sporting events in particular are working. So we're on the right track, and I feel quite comfortable.
And to keep those stopover visitors craving for more of the best the Bahamas has to offer, Wilchcomb says his tourism team is mapping out new ways to promote what we call paradise.
We have, of course, the big event that will end the year, and that is the Tiger Woods event, the Heroes Championship that we expect thousands of people to come for. So we have a number of things that are going on, sports, basketball, football. It's just out there. And of course, major groups. And in fact, next month we have CONCACAF that's coming here. I saw the commissioner today. He was on the way to Switzerland. And 43 countries are coming to the Bahamas next month for that event. So again, all these things come together, but it's not just one area, it's all the areas. It's groups, it's sporting events, it's the weddings. All these components make it work.
And if that news wasn't good enough, Wilchcomb says the Bahamas has also been nominated for 9 prestigious World Tourism Awards. LaDawn Davis, ZNS Network News.
Minister Wilchcomb also says he's waiting on a final brief of the 10 gaming house operators who submitted their request for proposals to the Gaming Board. Now, that will qualify the web shops to become official gaming licensees. The minister said in a statement last week that the Gaming Board would scrutinize the applications, including looking at if they possess the requisite abilities to meet the necessary requirements to conform with and comply with gaming legislation. Minister Wilchcomb says he remains optimistic about the process.
We have to assess to make sure they delivered all the right things. I'm sure we're going to hear from the lawyers, because the lawyers always write us pointing out some things. If there are shortages or whatever, they ensure that we're kept up to speed. But the relationship has been quite good. I'm very pleased of the professionalism that's taken place. I'm very pleased with the work that's done. But we await the final report that will come, and then, of course, the assessment that will determine where we go from there.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your
Royal Fidelity Business News, I'm Jimenita Swain. The Ministry of Finance providing clarity to business owners in Grand Bahama on whether or not they can use a flat rate plan for a value-added tax. According to a statement from the Ministry of Finance, Grand Bahama Port Authority licensees with revenue under $400,000 cannot use the flat rate scheme. The statement added that because licensees of the GBPA did not have to pay VAT at the same range on purchases as other businesses in the Bahamas, their net returns cannot be reliably estimated that way. In other business news, crime and loss of asset is not just a local concern, but one that resonates with regional counterparts as well. The plan in the coming months is to bring together solutionists with preventative measures. It's a network of local and international advisors and instructors providing expert training and consulting on every facet of asset protection, loss prevention, and resource recovery. That will be done during the first Caribbean Safe and Secure Exhibit Conference to be held June 18th through 20th at the Melia Nassau Beach Resort. And in international business news, Georgia megachurch pastor Creflo Dollar making headlines this time for online requests from parishioners for a gift with a hefty price tag. Dollar, who heads the Atlanta-based World Changers International, asked congregation members to donate to Project G650, a campaign to buy a $665 million Gulfstream G650 airplane. The church asked 200,000 of its members to give at least $300 to fund the luxury purchase. Shortly after the launch and the media buzz surrounding the request, the church deleted the page from its website last Friday. That was your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain.
Saturday will be observed as World Forestry Day. However, here in the Bahamas, officials are trying to get a jump start on the activities as we get ready to celebrate the event. Today, a special assembly was held at the Anatole Rogers High School to highlight the occasion. In launching National Forestry Week, Environment Minister, the Honorable Kenra Dorset, promoted the importance of planting and preserving trees.
Just before leading a tree planting ceremony in the school's courtyard, Environment Minister, the Honorable Kenra Dorset, planted food for thought in the minds of the more than 1,200 students enrolled at the Anatole Rogers Junior High School. Central to his message, the benefits of trees to the environment.
Forests are important to life on this planet. Trees are the lungs of the earth. They help us balance the amount of vital oxygen and harmful carbon dioxide in the air. Trees also regulate humidity in the air. Trees provide us with food, shelter, shade, and jobs to help support us and our families. We use the wood from trees to make products such as furniture and, more importantly, homes.
With forests reportedly home to 80% of the world's terrestrial plants, animals, and insects, Minister Dorset spoke of other advantages to tree planting.
They provide us with water that is also vital to life on the earth, because without water, we could not survive. When we look at our world-famous straw market, that straw comes from palms within our forests.
In raising students' awareness, Minister Dorset invited them to participate in the selfie competition.
You can snap a photo of yourself posing with a native or traditional tree and then tell us why you selected that tree. The final step is that you will post the photo and a brief explanation to our Bahamas Forestry Facebook page to win a beautiful prize.
For the remainder of the week, officials will spearhead a series of activities, including educational talk shows, a symposium at the College of the Bahamas, and a program on the history of forestry and gardening in the Bahamas. Carla Palmer, ZNS Network News.
It's been years in the making, but residents of Exuma will finally have the docking facility that they've really been wanting. Tonight, Cleopatra Murphy has more on the dock's development.
The sight of heavy machinery and men at work at the government dock in Georgetown is a welcoming vision for residents of the island of Exuma. It is evidence that the facility, the state of which has long been the subject of many complaints, is finally being given a needed facelift. Chief Counselor for Exuma, Leonard Dames, comments on the significance of the infrastructural work.
This is a dream come true for us here on the island of Exuma. because we were waiting for it for a very long time. We as residents, we were lobbying the central government for it for years, and this is a brand new day here in Exuma because we have now see that the dock is actually being paved here in Georgetown.
G&L Construction landed the contract for upgrades at the docking facility. Company owner Leo Knowles noted that the visitors hoping to attend this year's National Family Island Regatta could expect to see a pristine environment on their arrival. Knowles, who detailed some of the work, said he hopes to have the project completed in under a month.
My company was awarded a contract about 2 weeks ago to pave the existing dock, which we standing by now, and the surrounding roads by the police station, the back road, and the parking area by the administrative building. The day number 10, we being here now.
Member of Parliament for Exuma, Anthony Moss, admitted that the port of entry and other entry points on the island have their challenges. He had long been lobbying for work to begin on the facility for a number of years and is pleased the project is now off the ground.
The dock itself is almost completed. As you can see, while we speak, the contractor is in the process of preparing itself for the tarring of the road leading into the dock. So I'm excited and I'm looking forward to completion.
Moss says it is his hope that work will soon begin at the Exuma International Airport that is in need of renovations as well. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.